Shakur Stevenson was recently on the arena, and they was just doing an interview with him, asking a few questions. And the Jake Paul and Tank Davis topic came up, and they wanted to ask him about how he felt about the upcoming fight with Jake Paul and Tank Davis. And he said, Floyd versus Tyson is different. You know, it's a different situation. He said, I feel like Floyd and Tyson's situation is different than Jake and Buddy. I feel like with Floyd and Tyson, it's like, okay, y'all deserve it. Y'all legends. Y'all paid homage. Y'all did it the most for the sport of boxing already. So you deserve a big payday and be cool. I'm cool with it. But with Jake and Buddy, I feel like Buddy is a participant in the sport of boxing right now, and he just came off a draw in his last fight. So if you're a real champion and top-level guy that you say you are, which I think you are too, I think you the truth. But if you're that guy and you just came off a draw, I think rematching will be the most competitive thing to do as an athlete. And with the Jake Paul situation, it's like, it's a money grab fight. So to me, it's like some WWE. So that's what he says about Jake Paul and Tank Davis fight. It feels like it's WWE. He said, I think the thing is with Buddy and Jake Paul fight, I feel like it's two sides of me with it. Because from a competitive aspect and me being the mentality I got, I feel as though I would probably have done a rematch. But from a business aspect, if I would have done the rematch and I did not win the fight, the Jake Paul fight would be a lot less money and a lot less lucrative. So from a business aspect, I understand that anybody with a business mind would probably have took that fight for as much money as it was. So I'm a realist. Like, I ain't going to just bash, bro. No, for what it is, I'm going to tell the truth. He was saying he would have took the fight for the money, you know, from a business aspect, but as a competitor, you trying to fight the best. He understands that most people will take the money in any situation, which is true. Most people will take the money in any situation. They will say one thing, but when they're in the same situation, they take the money. It doesn't even matter. And he said, just the respect of the fans, you as a fighter, one of the elite fighters, one of the next up-and-coming best fighters to take over the sport of boxing, that's how they look at you. So for you to be fighting against Jake Paul, who has not been doing it, and I don't think Jake Paul doing nothing wrong. Jake Paul is in the right with everything he's doing. He's the best business man my damn near era that I've been seeing. So I just feel as though he's right. Like, people going to look at you a lot different than how they used to look at you. And they brought up Tank Davis knocking out Jake Paul, and Shakur was like, well, Jake Paul's bigger. But with this fight, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. It sounds kind of crazy when I heard him saying that he should knock out Jake Paul, but the average person is going to go into the fight thinking that, oh, can he knock out Jake Paul or not? I've heard people saying that is Jake Paul going to get knocked out. So they're looking for Jake Paul to do more than just, his bar is low, set low for going into the fight. So I understand what they say on that, but yeah, it's a lot of fans that's kind of pushing against this fight because it's not something they really wanted to see or thought about. It was talked about for a minute, but it didn't have a lot of attention at the time, so it's kind of different. But Shakur Stevenson was saying that as a competitor, he would have rather see Tank Davis fight Lamont Roach and get that fight back. He just came off a draw, being a certain type of fighter. You go back and get that rematch. And that's how I'm looking at it too. I understand he's getting a payday with Jake Paul, and you know, when you get a payday, you're going to take it. But when you're in the conversation as being the best right now, yeah, you definitely go with fighting the best guys. Because Terrence Crawford had an offer to fight Conor McGregor a long time ago. And I think recently they was trying to rekindle those negotiations or talks. And he shot it down again. So those are paydays too. So if he's shooting down paydays, and he's an older guy, he's 37, about to be 38. He's an older guy, so if he's shooting down paydays, yeah, it doesn't make sense for younger guys to be like, nah, I need to go get this Jake Paul fight. In my eyes, that's just how I look at it. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.